Jaya Vihari Vijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Radha Vijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Brajadana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajadana Ranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari Yamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Radha Kunja Vihari Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Jaya Radha Madan Mohan Radha Madan Mohan Radhe Radha Madan Mohan Radha Jaya Radha Giridhari Radha Giridhari Radhe Jaya Radha Giridhari Radha Giridhari Radhe Jaya Nitai Gaurango Jaya Nitai Gaurango 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol नाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय Hare Krishna. So we will share the screen. Yes. Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, can you all see my screen?
Yes, Prabhu.
Common prayers, yeah.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So, yeah, yesterday Praveen Prabhuji discussed from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 9, answers by citing the Lord's version. So, today we have been asked to continue from verse number 24, Prabhuji, right?
Yes, Prabhuji, 24, Prabhuji.
Yes. So the name of second canto is Cosmic Manifestation. Chapter number 9 is answers by citing the Lord's version. So we'll discuss from verse number 22. But first, we'll take the blessings of our previous acharyas and Srila Prabhupada. And before discussing all this subject matter, so let's all pray together. Om Ajnana Timirandasya ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिता कान्ता राधा कान्ता नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी श्रीराधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। We all can recite together. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jaya Mudirahe Nashtraprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtuki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। नमो पंकजनाभाय नमः पंकजमालिने नमः पंकजनेत्राय नमस्ते पंकजांग्रये नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौरतोषे नमः। नमो ब्राह्मण्याय देवाय गो ब्राह्मणाहिताय च जगदिताय कृष्णाय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। नमः ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी निति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। Yes. Chapter number 9, verse number 24. So, yesterday we have seen how Lord Brahmaji took birth from the navel of lotus, sprouted from the navel of Lord Mahavishnu. And after Brahmaji took birth, he was totally bewildered and confused. So he could not understand where I am, why I am here, what I am supposed to do. So he started searching here, there, here, there. It is mentioned that he in fact went inside the navel from the stem from where it came and went inside, deep inside, and started searching here and there, but he could not find anything. He could not figure out anything what's happening. So finally he came back to his lotus, and that time he heard sound tapa tapa. Two times he heard. So again, it is mentioned that he started searching for source of the sound, but he could not find anybody around himself. He was all alone there, and in fact, it is said that when he started searching the four directions, And that time the four heads of Brahma sprouted out. So easy for him to search the four direction, but still he could not figure out the source of that sound. And then finally he thought that instead of finding the source of the sound or trying to do more research, let me follow the order. So tapa means tapasya. So that time he started doing tapasya. He started doing tapasya, and it is said that it was tapasya last almost like 1000 celestial years. 1000 celestial years. Now we think that it's too long. But Shastra explained that the life of Brahma is 411 or something like that, very trillion years. So it's very long. So if you compare 1000 celestial years to 411 trillion years, so it's like for us, it's a half day fasting. That's it. So sometime in calendar we see some Vaishnav Tithi where it's required to do half day fasting. So that is not very tough. But just by doing that small endeavor in a proper consciousness, Krishna became very pleased. So that's the whole purpose. And here we see that Lord Krishna or Lord Vishnu, he became very pleased by Brahma's tapasya, and to such an extent that he immediately gave darshan to Brahmaji. So normally, if you see that tapasya done by Hiranyakashipu was actually much more than this. As compared to his lifetime, almost 60% of his life he did tapasya. His life was supposed to be 1,000 years that time. 60,000 years he did tapasya. But Brahmaji did a very small portion of his life because his consciousness was proper. His consciousness was devotional service in Krishna. That is mentioned by Prabhupada in the purports. So I will thank to Praveen Prabhuji and Lilananda Prabhuji that to give me this service, because first time I actually read the purports in full detail to prepare, because this is totally this topic was totally beyond my scope. I never heard or know about this, so I read purports. I heard 2-3 Vidyapit lectures, so I will thank to His Grace Gaurang Darshan Prabhu and his team. So there were very nice detailed lectures about each chapter from Bhagavatam in Vidyapit, in Hare Krishna TV YouTube. So I watched 2-3 videos lectures from there. So now actually I feel that it's a very good endeavor and very good exercise. So there are a lot of things I learned, and so I don't know in today's class how much it will help you all, but I can tell you it helped me a lot. So I'll just thanks my gratitude to His Grace Lilananda Prabhuji and Praveen Prabhuji, who just made me to read. Although I am not very much sincere in my bhakti and all, but because of this service, this exercise, I can tell you it was a very good endeavor. And one of the realization which I get from this exercise is that no matter what, we find the service is difficult. Anyhow, now we all are in Krishna consciousness. Somehow or other we are giving time. We are giving energy. We are giving our resources. So why don't we go a little one step further and just be little more sincere in whatever activities we do, whatever services we do, and whatever devotional activities we do. Sincere in the sense that, first of all, we should not do all these activities whimsically. So whatever the order given by us from the authorities, we should try to sincerely adopt that in our life and follow that, and Krishna will help them further. So we have to totally depend on Krishna and sincerely try to follow the process. Same thing we see in the life of Brahmaji. He was given the order by Lord Krishna to do tapasya. And instead of wasting his time in figuring out किसने order दिया, कहाँ से आया, क्या करूं, he just started following the order. And Krishna became very pleased in a very short period. So the 1000 celestial years is actually nothing for Brahma. If you compare the lifespan of Brahma, it was just very small period, and Krishna became very easily pleased. So this is how we see in our life, we can learn from Prabhupada and all our acharyas that what they did. They also did devotional service. We are also doing devotional, but the difference is whatever services they are doing, they are very sincere and genuine in their endeavor, and Krishna is supporting them, Krishna is helping them. And thing is, we are doing all these things, we are investing our time, energy, but In my case, I can say somehow that it's on a superficial level. We are not going deep inside. So sincerity should come. That's my realization. Thank you very much. So we'll start from text number 24, where now Krishna has given the darshan to Lord Brahma. And now there's a conversation between Brahmaji and Krishna. So Krishna says in one shloka that actually the best of the benediction you already got, that you got darshan of myself. That is very, very rare thing. Now you got the darshan, but still, if you want something, I want to give you. So now Brahmaji will ask 4 questions, and the answers to that 4 questions will become Chatushloki Bhagavatam. Like in Bhagavad Gita, we got Chatushloki Bhagavad Gita. In Bhagavatam, it is mentioned that there is one Chatushloki Bhagavatam, which is the actually the essence of complete Srimad Bhagavatam. So we'll see the questions and answers. Questions by Lord Brahma, 4 questions asked by Lord Brahma, and the answers given by Lord Krishna, which become the Chatushloki Bhagavatam. So this Acharya explained that this part of Bhagavatam is very, very important for us. But Prabhupada explained further that although it's very important, we should not consider that Baki Sara chhod do, leave everything and just read these 4 shlokas. No. We have to read complete Bhagavatam step by step. Yeah, but this part is very, very important because it contains the essence of complete Srimad Bhagavatam. So here we see in text number 20, I'll read. The beautiful personality of Godhead addressed Lord Brahma. O Brahma, impregnate Phaser, I am very much pleased with your long accumulated penance with the desire for creation. Hardly I am pleased with the pseudo mystics. So Krishna is saying there that I am very much pleased with you when you do tapasya, because the you do tapasya under the guidance and your endeavor intention was very, very pure. So Krishna sees the intention, and then Krishna say, I wish you good luck. Text number 21, purport, translation. O Brahma, you may ask from me, the giver of all benediction, all that you may desire. You may know that the ultimate benediction as a result of penance is to see me by realization. Sorry, actually, I am reading from book, so I might not be able to move the screen. I will move once. Yeah, this translation was reading. I wish you good luck, O Brahma. You may ask from me, the giver of all benediction, all that you may desire. You may know that the ultimate benediction as a result of all penance is to see me by realization. So here Krishna is saying that ultimate benediction I already gave you, that I give you my darshan, but still, since I am very much pleased with you can ask further if you want anything, have any desire. And then Brahmaji will say that you know already my heart, still you will ask, so no problem. We'll read from text 24, we'll go step by step further. Yeah. So first I'll recite and Srijami tapase vedam krasami tapasa puna Viprami tapasa vishwam viryam me tushcharam tapaha. Anybody want to recite once? At least we'll take 1 or 2 devotees who can recite. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, shall I read?
Yes, ma'am.
Srijami tapasai vedam, krasami tapasa punaha, bibharmi tapasa vishwam, viryam me dushcharam tapaha.
Tapa.
Hare Krishna.
Hare. One more devotee can recite.
Hare Krishna Bhojai, can Sanjay.
Yes, please.
Sajami tapse vedam grasim tapsa puna vivarmi tapsa vishwam viryam me
dushcharam
dushcharam tapa. Hare Krishna.
Hare. Translation. Translation. I create this cosmos by such penance. I maintain it by the same energy, and I withdraw it all by the same energy. Therefore, the potential power is penance only. Now, this translation is given by Lord Krishna. So now we may think that Krishna undergoes penance. Krishna doesn't undergo penance, but here Krishna is saying, I am undergoes penance. So actually, in Vidyapit class, I came to understand that Srila Bhakdev Vidyabhushan, he gave a very nice commentary, but is the penance for Lord Krishna. So they explained that the penance for Krishna is the vairagya. So there's Krishna got so many qualities. We know the 6 qualities that he got: unlimited strength, unlimited fame, unlimited name, unlimited vairagya. unlimited free will. So one of the penance, one of the energy of like quality of Lord Krishna is Vairagya. So Vairagya, now we see that Mahavishnu did creation from his pores of his body, unlimited universe are sprouting out. And within one breath, they all come out, and within next breath, they all goes in. So for Krishna, the creation of all the cosmos and further destruction is just a matter of one breath. So it's not a very long time for him. But for us, yeah, we may see that we our lifespan 100 years, and some people living 1,000 years, 10,000 years, Brahmaji living 411 trillion celestial years. But still for Krishna, this all thing is just a matter of one breath. He take one breath out, unlimited universe manifest, unlimited Brahmas manifest, unlimited creation manifest, and unlimited Jivas manifest. And then he take the breath in, everything finish. Everybody goes inside his body. Further, he take all breath in. So and but we see, agar hum logo ko, if we have to, if I ask you all to create something, and within the next moment you destroy that, how much energy, how much enthusiasm we'll have to create. But Krishna, we see in Krishna's nature, everything is perfect. He made so many things with such a great delicacy, such a great details. Everything is very, very perfectly he did made. So we see, and next moment for him, it's the next moment he destroy everything. So that is the austerity for Krishna. That is a penance for Krishna, and this penance is coming from one of the quality of Krishna, which is called Vairagya. So this is the quality of Vairagya with which Krishna is able to do all this thing. Like this activity is done by Krishna. So Prabhupada further explained that penance means prashit. In executed penance, one must determine to return home. Now, Prabhupada actually, this is the beauty of Prabhupada purport. But from everything, Prabhupada just take out the essence for us in a very nutshell. That essence is bhakti. Now, Krishna is doing penance. Like Prabhupada is writing, one must be determined to return home back to Godhead, and one must decide to undergo all type of tribulations for that end. So Prabhupada is telling that, yeah, we have to do penance. So we have to follow the footsteps of Krishna. Some other we have to endeavor to go back home, back to Godhead. And for that, whatever trouble is required, whatever hard work is required, whatever is required, no matter what, some other we have to prioritize this thing in our life, that our goal is to go back home, back to Godhead. Even for material prosperity, name and fame, one has to undergo severe type of penance. Otherwise, no one can become an important figure in this material world. So Prabhupada is telling, yeah, anyhow people are doing penance even for material things. So why don't we do it for bhakti, for going closer to Krishna? Further, Prabhupada is saying the Lord is more clever than any living entity. Therefore, he wants to see how painstaking the devotee is in devotional service. Yeah. So Krishna's only desire is to see how devotees are taking pain in his service, and this pleases the Lord when devotees sincerely try his endeavor best and just put everything in the service of Lord. So that is the way Krishna is pleased. And we see in the life of our Acharyas, Prabhupada, he took so much risk. And even today, we can see so many great devotees around us who are taking all the risk. Bhakti Charan Swami Maharaj, during the peak of Corona, he traveled to US, and he actually got attacked by Corona, and he actually left his body there. But we see how Krishna reciprocated so nicely. He received all the ceremonies and this. So we can see that all our acharyas, what they are doing is whole life they're struggling just to please Krishna, just to please their gurus. And this is that our acharyas are teaching through our example. Now it's our turn. Everybody has done their part. Our parampara has been brought from, now we see, from Krishna to Brahma to Narada to Vyasa to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and all the devotees up to Prabhupada, and after Prabhupada also his disciples and grand disciples, they all are bringing the parampara back. We are maintaining the parampara very, very nicely. And now it's in our part. It's our turn. Now we have to do our part, and this is what is expected. The Lord is more clever than every living entity. Therefore, he wants to see how painstaking the devotee is in his devotional service. One who, last line we'll read, one who follows the principle rigidly is sure to achieve success in attaining the Lord's mercy. So here Prabhupada is telling that how to get this Lord's mercy. One who follows the principle rigidly. So no matter bhakti is actually customized. We can see bhakti is very, very customized. For you, one thing can be very, very important. For me, that could be not that important. So how I know what is customization for me? My guru will tell. My guru will tell, no, you have to just clean the temple. That is your bhakti. For other person, reading the Shastra and going in detail, that could be a very good bhakti. For other person, we did pursue very much bhakti. Yeah, but Prabhupada make a standard, no matter what services you do, minimum 16 round of sincere chanting we all should do. And reading Shastra, Prabhupada books, these all standards are there, attending morning program, that is a basic standard. But if we go in further details, the bhakti is very customized and it's very much tailored for each and every person. So we have to understand what is my nature, and through my guru guidance, we should do it under guidance. Then it's very, very blissful. So next verse 25, where Brahmaji asks one question. Bhagavan sarva bhutanam adakshayo vastito guham veda hai aparidruddhena pragyanena chikirchitam. Lord Brahma said, O personality of Godhead, you are situated in every living being's heart as the supreme director, and therefore you are aware of the all endeavors by your supreme intelligence without any hindrance whatsoever. So now Krishna asked Brahma, Aapko kuch aur chahiye kya? You ask something. Already you have taken my darshan, still I am happy with you. If you want something, please ask. Now Brahmaji is replying that you know everything, but still, next he will say, next verse, translation will read first, that in spite of that, my Lord, I am praying to you to kindly fulfill my desire. May I please be informed how, in spite of your transcendental form, you assume the mundane form, although you have no such form at all. So this is the first question of Brahma, and the answer to this question given by Lord later will become the first Chatushloki Bhagavatam. So first we'll go here. Purport. Purport mein here Prabhupada is giving very nice example of a drunkard. For example, in a prohibited area, a habituated drunkard puts forward his application to the director of drinking, and the director, considering this his case, sanctions only a certain amount of liquor for drinking. Similarly, the whole material world is full of many drunkards, in the sense that each and every one of the living entity has someone in the mind to enjoy, and everyone desires the fulfillment of his desires very strongly. The Almighty Lord, being very kind to the living entities as a father is kind to the son, fulfills the living entity's desire for his childish satisfaction. Yeah. So here Prabhupada giving very nice example that in a prohibited area, habituated drinker puts forward his application to the director of drinking. Sanction only a certain amount. So restricted amount of sense gratification is sanctioned for a drunkard because he is habituated. So similarly, Krishna created this material world for us so that because this is our desire that we want to enjoy separate of Krishna. So although Krishna doesn't like that, but still Krishna sanctions our desire by creating this material world for us. So a question many people will ask, दुनिया बनाने वाले क्या तेरे मन में समाई काहे को दुनिया समाई. So the answer is given here in this purport of Bhagavatam that Krishna created this material world for us because it is our desire to enjoy separately from Krishna. Although Krishna doesn't want that, but still Krishna sanctions our desires by creating this material world. So this is the whole purpose. But the material world is created in such a way that we will get frustrated here, and somehow that we will come back to Krishna, that endeavor we should do. So this is the way we designed that the sincere devotee, sincere soul will actually accept that. But there are some people who are not very much sincere, so they will take more time to accept. But ultimately, all of us should accept that. So the intelligent, so Jai Krishna Bhaje, Sai Bado Chat, our Acharya explained. So those who worship Krishna, they're very intelligent because they know that this is the purpose, and somehow or other we have to fulfill this purpose and go back to home, back to Godhead. So here one more point is given here, oneness, regarding oneness. Yeah. Okay. Oneness with the Lord therefore consists of dovetailing one's desire with the desire of the Supreme Lord. That makes for perfection of all desires. Yeah. So here Prabhupada is writing one more point, very nice, beautiful point, that we have to dovetail our desires with the desires of Supreme Lord. In that way, our life will become perfect. So our all desires will become perfect. So whatever is the desire of Supreme Lord. So we'll go to text 26. In text 26, Krishna here it's explained that translation. 26. Yeah. We'll read the verse. Tathapi nath manasya nath nathaya nathinam nathitam paravare yatha rupe jani amte tavaru tav tav arupinah tav arupinah. Yeah. Translation. In spite of that, my Lord, I am praying to you to kindly fulfill my desire. May I please be informed how, in spite of your transcendental form, you assume the mundane form according to you have no such forms at all. Okay? So here Brahmaji is asking, okay, you have given me darshan, but still I want to know about your different forms. So answer we will see later when Krishna himself will answer. Next text. यथात्मा मया योगेन नाना शक्त्या उपभ्रमितं विलुप्यन् विसृजन् ग्रहणान् विप्रहम् आत्मनाम् आत्मनः. Here translation. This is the second question asked by Brahma. And please inform me how you, by your own self, manifest different energies from annihilation, generation, acceptance, and maintenance by combination and permutation. So here, second question is about the different energies of Lord Krishna. Second question. So here we understand that the Krishna got basically two types of energy: internal energy and external energy. But there is one more energy. We jiva, we are the tatastha energy of the Lord. So all of you understand the meaning of word energy, or you have any doubt, please ask me now, because this time I read in detail about the energy, so I got a little more clarity about energy, because I used to have this doubt always. After reading this, my doubts are clear. So if you want any doubt about energies of Lord, please ask me now. Otherwise, we will go further. So in other words, purport last line, in other words, there is nothing but the Lord, and still the Lord is different from all some massive activities. How is it is so? We'll explain later on. Yeah. So there are two energies: internal energy and external energy. So it explained that internal energy, or the Antaranga Shakti of Lord, will fulfill all the desires which Lord wants. जो Lord भगवान जो सोचेंगे वो immediately पूरा हो जाएगा अंतरंगा शक्ति के थ्रू. ठीक है. And external energy is Maya Devi. She will fulfill all the desires of jivas. जो जीव चाहेंगे वो fulfill करेगी. So both are working under the sanction of Lord. So, but Maya Devi इस तरह से fulfill करेगी कि ultimately we will get frustrated. ठीक है, in this world. Next shloka. Yeah. क्रीडस्य मोघ संकल्पः पूर्णव्याभि यथोर्गुणे तथा तद्विषयां देहि मनीषां मयि माधवा. So here, yeah, they're very nice. Praveen Prabhuji, have to operate our video. Spider, yeah. Here in this verse, the word Urnabhir. Urnabhir means spider. This is very, very important. Interesting thing. Third translation. This is a third question asked by Lord Brahma. O master of all energies, please tell me philosophically all about them. You play like a spider that covers itself by its own energy, and your determination is infallible. One second. I will just try to find out. Yes. Hare Krishna. You all are getting the what are we discussing? Can anybody tell?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Hare Krishna. So energies of Lord, कोई बताएगा कौन कौन सी energies of Lord है हमारे पास? What are the energies of Lord? 2 or 3? Anybody want to tell?
Internal, external, and margin.
External, internal, and Tatastha Shakti, which are the margin energy. Yeah. So here, okay, thank you. So next we are reading now this text number 28. Here, spider and web analogy is there. So it is said that how Krishna creates the thing and how Krishna annihilates the things like a spider. So you all have, I hope you all have seen the spider webs in and around our houses, farms, everywhere. But we have seen the spider, how beautifully he made the web through the material which he produced from his own mouth, his saliva. And in that web, he caught different insects to eat, right? But how beautifully he just move on the same web but never get entangled there, right? So similarly, Lord creates this world, material world, but he himself is not entangled, but we all jivas are entangled, right? Understand? So this is analogy. And why spider example is chosen here? Because spider is creating his things through his own saliva, and later he even eat his own web. After finishing the task, he eats on. How many of you have seen the spider finishing his task and eating the web? Like, we all have seen spider creating the webs, but we have not seen spider. I hope, like, I have never seen. But yesterday we searched, so we shared the video. So I want to show this video. So we'll understand why our scriptures choose this special analogy here. So very intelligently our scriptures choose this analogy. Yeah, this is the video. I'll just try to play. I hope you can play now. Sorry.
Tutsi se fix karna daanton ka gap.
It's as easy as घर बैठे ordering from a food app.
Tutsi invisible teeth liners fix daanton ka gap.
Video will play after.
Easy to book,
Spider
easy to
eats
use,
it back.
and easy on the pocket.
अब smile fix करना.
है easy peasy Tutsi. Download the Mako app and book your scan now.
Just back up, yeah. Now we'll see this. Hare Krishna. You all can see the video?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes. So we can see now how beautifully one small insect. Just you see, this is a creation of Lord Brahma. One insect, spider, how beautifully he's winding up his web. So he's there on the web, and how beautifully he start eating. Thank you. Spider eats web. And everything is going inside his body only, again back. Everything came out from his body, going inside his body. So this analogy is very, very relevant here, because all scriptures are given in such a very beautiful way, analogies and all, that they're very, very relevant. Now you see, just imagine when small insect got the power to eat such a big web. Everything goes inside his body. See. So just, this is the creation of Lord Brahma. So we see that Krishna, Vishnu, what he can do. So there is nothing impossible for him. Just one small creature can do such a big thing. So practically it's impossible. Like if I create something, I finish it by eating itself. But how you see the spider can do. So why not Krishna? So we are in read in purport of text number 28. Yeah, here purport. We'll read here. Vishnu maintains and Shiva destroys. But all such agents and creative energies are emanation from the Lord. And as such, there is nothing except the Lord or the other supreme source of different diversities. The exact example of is the spider and spider's web. The web is created by the spider and it is maintained by the spider. And as soon as the spider likes, the whole thing is bound up within the spider. Now you see it's written within the spider. So I hope now we understand how spider winding up within the web. So the spider is covered within the web. If an insignificant spider is so powerful as to act according to its will, why can't the supreme being acts by his supreme will in the creation, maintenance, and destruction of the cosmic manifestations? By the grace of the Lord, a devotee like Brahma or one of his chain of disciplic succession can understand the almighty personality of Godhead and eternally engage in his transcendental pastimes in the region of different energies. So now we understand how beautifully a spider can do great things. So why not Krishna can do? So this is how Acharyas made us understand, because we don't have too much experience, any experience of seeing Lord personally, but we can see spider now in this video very nicely. Thank you. So we'll go to text number 29. Bhagavachi shitamaham karvani hayatandritaha nihamanah prajasargam baddhayam yad anugrahat. So translation: please tell me so that I may be taught in the matter of instruction of the personality of Godhead and may thus act instrumentally to generate living entities without being conditioned by such activities. So here Brahmaji is asking Krishna please tell me. Now you have given me the task of creation, but I don't know. Please instruct me how to do this task of creation. And even if I create, who will give life in them? Acharya explained that Krishna, Brahmaji has done the creation, but everybody would think was dead. So then, just by the glance of Lord Vishnu, Krishna entered, expanded himself and entered as Paramatma, as super soul in the heart of all the living entities, and then only living entity seems to be alive. But before that, everything was dead. So Brahmaji also can't do creation where he can make living beings being living. So he can do only by the grace of Lord, when Lord Krishna personally enters into the heart of each and every living entity. Can you imagine? So it's something which is beyond our conceivable. So the purport is very, very important here. So many things to read. Yeah. A conditioned soul is instrument in the hands of its external energy, Gunamai Maya, or the illusion energy of the Lord, and in liberated state, the living entity is instrument to the will of the personality of Godhead. To be instrument to the direct will of the Lord is the natural constitutional position of the living entity, whereas to be an instrument in the hands of illusion energy of the Lord in material bondage or living entity. So here it's very important. And we see here Prabhupada quotes the example of Bhagavad Gita 10.10 and 10.11. We'll see that. What is the 10.10? Anybody remembers? Yeah. Tesham satat yuktanam bhajtam priti purvakam tadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayanti te. To those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. So here Brahmaji did devotion service, he did penance, he did austerities, he did tapasya, and that tapasya, Prabhupada is telling that is a bhakti he did toward Lord, and Lord become very pleased, and now Lord is giving him intelligence how to carry out the order of doing the creation. So here we can see Prabhupada relates. It's very, very beautiful that in Bhagavatam Prabhupada relates everything. 10.11, to show them special mercy, I dwelling in their hearts, destroy with the shining lamp of knowledge the darkness born of ignorance. So you can see in Bhagavatam also, Tene Brahma Hidayadi Kave Muyanti Yat Surya Tejo Vari Mridam Yatha Vinmayo Sargo Mrisha. Like that, verse is there. So it's very, very important. One second, my phone battery is dying. One second, I'll just change the charger. ये ऊपर चार्जर दे देना मेरे को, आईफोन का, आईपैड का, और एक्सटेंशन भी है, प्लीज लगा, किसी को बना लगा रहेगा, तू लगा देना. Hare Krishna, sorry. So Lord Brahma wanted to save from the pitfall of pride, although he was posted in the most exalted position within the universe. I will bring you there. Yeah, last part of this purport. Lord Brahma wanted to be saved from the pitfall of pride, although he was posted to be the most exalted position within the universe. Yeah. Lord Brahma asked that in this translation, without being conditioned by such activities. So this is why Brahmaji want to save himself that, yeah, Lord Krishna, you have given me the task to do creation, I will do that. But tell me, how can I be saved myself from falling in the pitfall? मुझे proud नहीं आना चाहिए कि मैंने इतना बड़ा creation किया, तो वो माया से मुझे भी बचाओ. Like the Brahma is actually asking the blessings from Lord Krishna. Okay. Text number 30. Yavat sakha sakyur ivesha te krita prajya visarge vibhajitam bhajo bhojanam avikalaste pratikama mame samudranam matto ja maninam. So here bhojanam is not bhojan we do. Bho is called as, oh my Lord. Janam is those who are born. So except Lord, everybody is born. So the Lord is ajanma, but we all are born. So aja is unborn one. In this word aja is used. That is called unborn. So Lord is aja, we all are janam. Except Lord, everybody is born. So translation, yeah. Oh my Lord, the unborn, you have shaken hands with me just as a friend does with a friend, as if equal in position. So this is explained to be the first second of the whole creation. So if we ask from where this parampara of shaking hands come, so it's coming from Srimad Bhagavatam, first second of the universe, where Lord Krishna has done shake hand with Lord Brahma. I shall be engaged in the creation of different types of living entities, and I shall be occupied in your services. I shall have no perturbation. नीचे कैसे नीचे दूसरा है ना अपने पास दूसरा भी ऐसा अभी ये तार लगेगी नहीं I shall be occupied in your services. I shall have no perturbation, but I pray that all this may not give rise to pride, as if I were the supreme. So here Krishna Brahma ji want to save himself that proud nahi aana chahiye ki I am supreme. So that anxiety was there to Brahma. So Prabhupada is writing nicely. Every living being is eternally related with personality of Godhead in one of the 5 different transcendental humors, namely Shante, Dase, Sakhe, Vatsalya, and Madhurya Rasa. So here we see that Lord Brahma is in relation with as a friend, Sakhe Rasa. So no one is equal to or greater than Lord. The verse is in Bhagavad Gita. In Bhagavad Gita, it said that no one is equal to Lord or greater than Lord. Yeah. Brahmaji, although eternally related with the Lord in the transcendental humor of friendship, and although entrusted with the most exalted post of creating different grades of living entity, is still conscious of his position. So Brahmaji ko ye dar hai ki I should may not fall down. That he is neither the Supreme Lord nor the supremely powerful. It is possible that some extremely powerful personalities within or without the universe may sometimes show more power than Lord himself. Still, the pure devotee knows that this power is vibhuti delegated by the Lord. So here, very beautiful point Prabhupada is taking, that in this word, we may see that some people are there which are showing great powers, and sometimes we are bewildered. Are ye itna powerful hai? Kya ye Bhagwan hai? So he may show power greater than Lord, but jo pure devotee hai, they think, no, my Lord is supreme. This is just showing the endeavor and splendor of the spark of the Lord Krishna. Like you can see in the Krishna Leela, Trinavata demon, when he came, he was so powerful, and he was so powerful, Krishna even allowed him to lift him. So when Krishna desired to play, he even become lighter than air, and Trinavat could lift him very easily, and he seems to be so powerful. Whole Vrindavan Vasis, Braj Vasis, everybody was scared of Trinavata. But later, when Krishna was say, "Oh yeah, abhi bahut khel liya, abhi now time to finish." So Krishna did nothing. Krishna just become heavier than the heaviest, and because the power for Trinavata to become lighter than lighter and fly in the air comes from Krishna only. And Krishna says, "Oh yeah, abhi tumhane apna power dikha liya, now I'll show." And Krishna is like expert of mystic. Uske samne kisi ki nahi chalti. So then Krishna become heavier than the heaviest, and Trinavata wanted to throw him, but he could not throw because Krishna तो एक बार जिसको पकड़ लेते हैं, ठाकुर जी उसको छोड़ते नहीं. ठाकुर जी हमारे पकड़ना जानते हैं. ऐसे हमारे अमरेंद्र प्रभु से ठाकुर जी हमारे केवल पकड़ना जानते हैं, छोड़ना जानते नहीं. तो एक बार उन्होंने त्रिनावत को पकड़ लिया तो छोड़ा नहीं. इतना भारी बना लिया, अपने आप को इतना भारी बना लिया कि just Trinavata could not take it, and he fell on the ground from a great height. It's explained that he almost go up till 1000 kilometers. It's too great. I can't imagine. Rocket ki range se hi baar hai. So it is astonishing to see how a person who is being kicked by the laws of the Lord, illusionary energy, at every step can falsely think of becoming one with the Lord. So यहाँ पे प्रभुपाद बता रहे हैं कि it is very astonishing, कितना बड़ा आश्चर्य है to see person who is being kicked by the laws of the Lord, illusionary, जो भगवान की एनर्जी, जो माया देवी है, उस भौतिक संसार में रह के we are being kicked by at every step. हर step पे हम लोगों को danger लग रहा है, पदम पदम यद पिपदम है, so many problems, so many things are there, but still we think that we are becoming one with the Lord. हम भगवान के साथ एक हो रहे हैं, ऐसा हम सोच रहे हैं. Such thinking is the last snare of illusionary energy offered to the conditioned soul. The first illusion is that he wants to become Lord of the, और हम सब भगवान बनना चाह रहे हैं. इस वर्ड में हर हम अपने कंट्रोल में बहुत सारी चीज लाना चाह रहे हैं. That is such a great, मतलब आश्चर्य. It's a great आश्चर्य. And further, Prabhupada telling down there, Actually, Lord Brahma does not create the living entities. In the beginning of creation, he is empowered to give different body shape to the living entities according to their work during the last millennium. So Brahma ji ne actually did not did any creation. Brahma ji is called as secondary creator. जो भी creation कुछ किया वो कृष्ण की दया से ही किया. And even after doing creation, Brahma ji could not give them life. So life was given by the glance of Krishna. So life only comes from Krishna. Yeah. The credit of success goes not to the doer but to the Lord. But persons with a poor fund of knowledge takes the credit of success into their accounts and give nothing to the credit of the Lord. That is a symptom of devotee class. ये नहीं चलेगा, दूसरा extension लगाना पड़ेगा. एक और भी है ना class. हाँ ये था वही है. That is a symptom of non-devotee class of men. Yes. Next verse. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. Now Krishna has heard the request or prayers of Brahma. Now Krishna will answer. From text 33, Chatushloki Bhagavatam will start. But before that, Krishna is setting up the context. So Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. Kyanam pram guhyam me yad vijnana samanvitam sarahasyam tad angam cha kurhan krahatim kaditam maya. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. Kyanam param guhyam me yad vijnana samanvita Sarahasyam tad angam cha grahana gadin maya. So Sarahasyam. So Prabhupada translate this as with devotional service. So devotional service is Param Guhyam, Param Dhamam, Pavitram. So this devotional service to Lord Krishna is very, very confidential thing. Guhyam, confidential, and Rahasyam. So here Rahasya we can understand only through devotional service. So here Krishna is telling that only through devotional service you can understand. The personality of Godhead said, knowledge about me as described in the scriptures is very, very confidential and it has to be realized in conjunction with the devotional service. The necessary paranpalenia for that process is being explained by me. You may take it up carefully. So Krishna बता रहे हैं ब्रह्मा जी को कि मेरे को जानना है तो there is only one way. There is no other way. और वो रास्ता क्या है? By doing the devotional service. भक्ति करने के थ्रू ही आप जान पाओगे. अब purport में Prabhupada is explaining the 4 questions asked by Brahma. So I'll request one devotee can read one question. 4 questions by Brahma. You can see in front of your screen. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very nicely Prabhupada has written in the purport. Somebody can read question number 1.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Question number 1. What are the forms of Lord, both in matter in the transcendence?
And in transcendence. Correct. Very good. So first question is about the different forms of the Lord. So in 4th Chatushloki Gita, Krishna will answer all the 4 questions one by one. Okay? Second question.
How are the different energies of the Lord working? Second question.
Very good. So second question is about energies of Lord. कैसे different energies are working in this world. Third question.
How does the Lord play with his different energies?
Yes. So now Lord has different energies and Lord is dealing with his energies. Correct. Fourth question. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, I'll read out, Prabhuji. How may Brahma be instructed to discharge the duties entrusted to him? The prelude to the answer.
Question.
Sorry, Prabhuji. How may Brahma be instructed to discharge the duties?
To discharge the duty entrusted to him. So now Brahma ji got a duty to do the creation. So further, how to do that? Brahma ji was bewildered. So when Krishna will explain the whole Bhagavatam to Brahma in 4 verses, condensed form, super condensed. but that is not for us. That is for Krishna, Brahma, who can understand. And further, Vyasdeva actually divided this, explained these 4 verses in 18,000 words, that Bhagavatam which we have. So for us, Prabhupada clearly mentioned in last part of this chapter that we should not be thinking that just ये 4 वर्ष पढ़ के मेरा Bhagavatam हो गया. No, that is for Brahma level. So Brahma ji के लिए है, but हमारे लिए full Bhagavatam is there, so we have to read whole Bhagavatam step by step. So we should not take a shortcut. Prabhupada clearly warns us in the last of this chapter. Yeah. So further in this purport, Prabhupada explained that it is the supreme absolute truth as it's stated in revealed scripture is very subtle and cannot be understood unless one is self-realized by the grace of Lord. So Krishna ko we cannot understand until we become self-realized. And that self-realization will come only by the grace of Lord. So we can see in Damodar Leela how to attract the grace of Lord. So there are 2 ways to attract the grace of Lord. One is my endeavor. And second thing is Krishna's mercy. So we see in Damodar Leela how beautifully Yashoda Maya, she did endeavor to capture Krishna in the ropes. And it explained, Hare Krishna. Anything you want to ask? Haribol? Yeah. So in Damodar Leela, it is explained that how beautifully Yashoda Maya endeavored to bind Krishna. So endeavor was there. So endeavor was there since morning 6 o'clock till evening 6 o'clock. For 12 hours, she continuously struggled. But until Krishna desired, she could not bind Krishna. So there are 2 things which is required. One is our endeavor, second is Krishna's mercy. So the process of Bhakti Yoga which we are doing now is our endeavor, and it is best fulfilled when it is done under guidance. So now we all are doing it under guidance of our acharyas, our Shiksha Guru, Diksha Guru. So it's very important that we should become very, very sincere in our endeavor. So this is the only way where Krishna can be bound. Krishna can be understood. There is no other way. And once we are very, very sincere, Krishna is bound. Suppose no way Krishna can escape. So unbound can be bound. This means that transcendental knowledge of Supreme Being is to be known if it is made known by the Lord Himself. भगवान की मर्जी के बिना एक पत्ता नहीं हिलेगा, भगवान को भी नहीं समझ सकते. जब तक भगवान नहीं चाहेंगे, we cannot understand Him. No matter we can read Bhagavatam multiple times, we can do big services, but until that mercy will not come from Lord, we can't understand Him. So that mercy, to attract that mercy, we have to be very, very sincere, and then Krishna will become pleased. Okay, done. Yeah. So in Bhagavad Gita 7.3, yeah, but what is there in 7.3? We'll read. Yeah. Manushya nam sahasreshu kanchit asti dhananjaya siddhaye yetatmapi siddha nam kanchit kaschim mam veti tatvatam. So here it is explained that out of many hundreds and thousands of people, one may try for perfection in human life, and out of many liberated souls, only one may know Him as He is. So it is clearly there in Bhagavad Gita. Many people try, many people endeavor, but not everybody. Out of millions and thousands, only very, very few, maybe few. So now you can imagine the mercy of Prabhupada, which is given to us. It's beyond any expectation. What Prabhupada has given us, it's beyond our imagination. That we are selected by Krishna to be part of this process. It's such a rare thing, such a rare thing. So we may see that outside so many people are enjoying. In my neighborhood, people are sleeping on Sunday morning. We are forced to wake up early morning, do Mangalarti, do Japa, do read Bhagavatam, listen Bhagavatam. So I can tell you how we can understand. First of all, you see this creation, ये भगवान का पूरा background चल रहा है. Before creation, Krishna and Brahma ji have a meeting. Then Krishna give intelligence to Brahma. Okay, you do creation. And Brahma ji, totally helpless. First created being totally helpless. He asked Krishna, क्या करूं? कैसे करूं, कुछ नहीं पता, करने के बाद भी if I get bewildered, please guide me. So वहां पे कृष्णा, so without mercy of Krishna कुछ नहीं हो रहा. So इतनी बड़ी creation में we are much insignificant people, but so merciful is Krishna that still he has given us a chance to do his bhakti. Such a rare thing, very rare thing. So I request, the purpose of reading Bhagavatam, reading scriptures is for doing any devotion activity to increase our faith in such a way that we become more and more serious in our all activities. So our Acharya explained it's not important. Like Radhanath Swami Maharaj gave a very famous example. So one can be in a temple doing big deity worship, and one simple devotee just peeling one potato, aloo chil, right? And the person just by peeling potato for Krishna can please Krishna in such a way that Krishna can take him home, take his home. And just by doing deity worship, but if heart is not there, then Krishna may not be pleased. So it's very important that we don't think that we are doing the right process. Process is 100% right, but if we are not doing with sincerity, it will not work for us to such a level. Krishna name is very powerful. By taking Krishna name, we all will become pure, sincere. But it will take very long time. Why we should want to give so much long time? Why can't we just become very sincere and just finish it off and make our please our Guru? Yeah. So here further explain that, yeah, is the chanting of the first association. Lord Chaitanya has therefore recommended 5 main principles of attaining perfection in devotion service. Yeah, it's last part of this proper 31. Yeah, here we can read from Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya therefore recommended 5 main principles for attaining perfection in devotional service of the Lord. The first is association with devotees, Shravanam. Second is chanting the glories of the Lord, Kirtanam. Third, hearing Srimad Bhagavatam from the pure devotees. Fourth, residing in the holy places, Dham Vas, connected with the Lord. And fifth, worshipping the deities of the Lord with devotion. So you can see that Prabhupada made this ISKCON in such an intelligent way that all these aspects which are required, which are given by Lord Chaitanya, are by default covered. If we just connect to Prabhupada movement and just sincerely follow the morning program, 90% all the activities are covered, 100%. Just do the morning chanting and attend Mangal Aarti, chant with dance, have kirtan, do Didi worship, and just listen Bhagavatam class. Everything is covered. And Prabhupada said that all my temples are like dhams. So you don't have to go separately to different dhams. Now Prabhupada has brought dham everywhere, even to our homes. When if we are sincerely following the process, our homes are becoming dham. So automatically we are doing dham bas just by serving Krishna in our homes. So it's very important. Text number 32. So this is one more text. After this, Chatushlok Srimad Bhagavatam will start. Yeah. Yavanaham yatha bhavo yadrupagu karmakaha tathay yadrupa guna karmakaha tathaiva tattva vikyanam astu te mad anugrahat. Yavan. Yavan means as I am eternal form. Aham, myself. And tat vigyartam, factual realization. Anugrahat means causeless mercy. Translation. All of me, namely my actual eternal form and my transcendental existence, color, qualities, and activities, let all be awakened within you by factual realization out of my causeless mercy. Now, Krishna is giving blessings to Brahmaji. You may know everything about me by my causeless mercy. So here it's Prabhupada is explaining secret of success. Secret. We want to know the secret. Prabhupada is giving secret here. The secret of success in understanding the intricacies of knowledge of the absolute truth, the personality of Godhead, is the causeless mercy of the Lord. Even in the material world, the father of many sons discloses the secret of his position to the pet sons. The father discloses the confidence unto the son whom he thinks worthy. So Krishna clearly said that I am equal to everybody, but my devotees are special for me. Do anybody remember this shloka from Bhagavad Gita? Where Krishna says, all are equal to me. Sammoham sarva bhuteshu. Everybody is equal to me, but my devotees are very special. I think 9th chapter mein shloka is there. Yeah. Anyways, here we can see that Lord is sufficiently pleased with Brahmaji and therefore he offers his causeless mercy to him so that Brahmaji may have the factual relation of Lord by his mercy only. So after when Lord is sufficiently pleased with Brahma, he is giving mercy to Brahmaji, and now with the mercy of Lord, Brahmaji can realize Krishna. One can know the supreme truth if one has unflinching faith in the bona fide spiritual master as well as in the Lord. So this is very important. Now, devotees sometimes ask, Prabhupada, बाकी लोग तो उतने sincere नहीं है, तो मैं क्या करूं? But here we can understand that anybody, even you see that your guru might not be seemingly become very pure in front of your eyes, so that you can understand that be problem with you. And even if Krishna wants, Krishna can give you intelligence through a stone. Krishna can give you intelligence through insects. So why, if your guru is chanting Krishna name and he's telling you Krishna is God, that's enough. That's enough. You should not see any other thing. We should not judge our guru's face. And Prabhupada says clearly that till your guru says Krishna, doesn't say Krishna is not the supreme personality of God, you cannot give it to your guru. You have to follow what your guru says, and rest Krishna will take care. So this is how much commitment is required from our side towards our parampara, that if my guru is saying Krishna is supreme personality of God, and I see so many faults in me, I should just sincerely follow his instructions and sincerely do my devotion service, and that is enough to take me home back to Godhead. That is how much the faith is important in Krishna consciousness service. One can know the supreme truth if one has unflinching faith in a bona fide spiritual master as well as the Lord. So Lord reserves the right to not being exposed to everyone, and he keeps himself concealed from the faithless by his yoga maya potency. The Lord is not formless, as wrongly conceived by the impersonal. Yeah, this is very important point. कहाँ पे है इसमें? The faithful, yes. Yeah, this paragraph. To the faithful, this line. The Lord is not formless. The Lord is not formless, as wrongly conceived by the impersonalist, but his form is not like that one we have experienced. Can anybody tell me why these impersonalist people think that Lord is formless? Like, what is the logic behind that? This is very important, because if we understand this now, then we can understand the process why Lord is.
Maybe because they think it's the infinite. It's because of infinite. They think that it's formless.
Yeah, correct. Perfect. Hare Krishna. Yeah, very nice. So actually, if you see in this material world, everything has a form, and everything was form and limited dimensions also. So if we imagine in our mind, if something is infinite, so automatically mind will say, if something is infinite, that means there should be no concrete form to that thing, right? And in one sense, we all understand, even impersonalists, personalists, we all understand that Krishna is Vibhu. Krishna is unlimited. So the impersonalists say, yeah, Vibhu, okay, we accept Bhagwan unlimited. So that means he should not have any form. So that is their argument. So how to, Akinchan, now you please don't speak. So somebody else can say that, how to counter this argument. Anybody can tell, please, other than Akinchan Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, I'll try, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, please.
Prabhu, they say that, like, if you take water as an example, water can reside in the small ponds. Even like a bacha, if he does like from his feet also, if he make a small dig, it can stay there. And you have ocean.
Yeah.
So you can compare ocean is infinite, and then these are all finite, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, that is infinite, but we are discussing on form, Prabhuji. Like Krishna is infinite, we all agree, right? Even impersonal agree, devotees agree. But still, in spite of being infinite, he has a form. So the point is form. So how can we say that Krishna is having form? But those people say that, impersonalists say, Mayavadi say that Krishna doesn't have form.
Prabhuji, Lovish Prabhu, Mahesh here, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, because if Krishna has a form, then
Yes.
we are trying to when we have a form and an authority, it is very difficult to take orders. we are obliged to follow the orders of a finite formed person. Similarly, if a government, state government is there, when a person is coming and ordering, the order would be taken seriously. But if a formless thing like a government is giving telling this rule to follow, then people become complacent, Prabhu. And Mayavadis don't want that rule or someone to dictate them to follow this.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I think, Prabhu.
Yeah, that is good, Prabhu. But still further.
Yeah.
The question
मेरे
is,
mind में ये नहीं.
the question
Yeah.
is, how
Hare
do you prove that? Sorry, Prabhuji. I think I'm just trying to
Hare
repeat the
Krishna.
question. So we discussed this in SSR many times. So I'm hoping that someone answers. One of the answers we discussed in SSR, I'll not tell the answer, but let's understand the question. The question is, how do you prove that the God is in form yet unlimited?
Yeah, he has in form plus unlimited. He is
Yeah, how
unlimited.
do
We
you
all
prove that?
agree. Because Mayavadi say कोई formless है means infinite है तो formless ही है. That is their logic. Because they cannot imagine somebody going infinite with a form. So that is their limitation. But how we devotees, we should know that somebody is infinite still having a form. How can we argument with them? Yeah. How to counter with that? That is the question. Yeah. Because this is very important. If we understand this now, then it will become very helpful for us. So, okay, Akinchen Prabhu, you can tell now.
Yes, I think, Prabhuji, see, one example, what I heard in the lectures is, for example, I have a form, you, everybody has a form. My father has a form, my grandfather has a form. So our eternal father will have a form. So that is the way. That's the way we can counteract Prabhuji. See, we
But
cannot
eternal
see.
father is infinite. Eternal father is infinite. But you, me, or father or parents all are limited. That is unlimited. But still is in form. Why we want to limit him in a form? Question. Hare Krishna. Anyway, so I will try to. Yeah, this is the answer actually.
Material.
Because
We are all material
words. In this world, we have experienced everything which is material. So material things are limited with a form. But this is transcendental, like a soul. Soul is transcendental. Nanam chindante shastrani. So this is something which cannot be cut by weapon. Now can you imagine something which is not cut by weapon? We have never seen. Weapon लगेगा तो कटेगा. ये atom bomb फाड़ोगे तो सब कुछ खत्म हो जाएगा, right? But soul is transcendental. So like similarly, Krishna is transcendental. So transcendentally, he doesn't have any material form, but yet he is a transcendental form. That is Shyama Sundari's original form. So this is a argument. Lilananda, you can add further because this is what I understand. With my understanding.
Yeah, there is one more argument for more. What the answer you told is for people who are in mode of goodness, that they'll understand soul is transcendental and they'll keep quiet. The answer we discuss in SSR, they ask them, the room that you're sitting, is it limited or unlimited? So they will look around, obviously they'll say it's limited. It has a form, it's limited. Then I tell them, if I put a bomb and blast this to powder, is it limited or unlimited? So they'll say it's unlimited. So that's foolishness. Just because something doesn't have a form, how can I say it's unlimited? It was just limited a few minutes ago. Right? So that is how our little tiny intelligence cannot understand what is unlimited and what is limited, because we are only focused on the form aspect around it. But actually the Supreme Lord is unlimited, yet he is limited. For him, he is limited. For us, he is unlimited. Like that we conclude. Yeah, this was actually an argument by Chaitanya Charan Prabhu. But what he said, we can't compare material and spiritual.
Perfect. Here, Prabhupada is also giving one example. We read that. The law, we can see that in this paragraph, the law discloses the transcendental nature of his existence. That paragraph in the last. In the Brahma Samhita, it is said that the Lord has a transcendental form and that he can utilize any one of his senses for any purpose. For example, he can eat with his eyes. He can see with his legs. In the mundane conception of form, one cannot eat with one's own eyes or see with his legs. That is the difference between a mundane body and a spiritual body of Satchid Anand. So Krishna's form is Satchid Anand Vigraha. A spiritual body is not formless. It is different type of body, of which we cannot conceive with our present mundane senses. Formless, therefore, means devoid of mundane form or possessing a spiritual body of which the non-devotee can have no conception by the speculative method. So this is one answer here, but Lilananda told is also correct. So formless in form. So Prabhupada explained here that the form of Krishna is Satchid Anand Vigraha, which is there in Brahma Samhita also. And so that thing we can't understand. Like we learn in SSR also, ascending process of learning and descending process of learning. So with our endeavor, we can only see the light. That the most. That is also very, very difficult. So we can only see the Sat part of Lord. But Chit Anand, that part we cannot see. So we have to see the personal form. That means we have to go to the descending process. We have to go authority. We have to go parampara. We have to listen from our gurus. Only by their blessing, only the blessing of Krishna, we can understand the transcendental form of Krishna. So that is a way that this Mayavadis, they can never understand Krishna with their own endeavor. By learning Shastra, we can never understand. So the process is descending process. So we should not do speculation. We can go to authority and understand. So that is the descending process. Because we are material, our eyes are material, we cannot see spiritual things with our eyes. But yeah, we can understand by the mercy of Lord. Further.
Prabhuji,
So,
I'd like to add something here.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Just a small incident I'll add, there is one of my subordinates in the past job. Her name is Atna, and she had written, she's into all this global warming and, veganism and all these isms are there, right? I mean, to save the planet and all that. So she wrote in LinkedIn that, global warming is very important and we all have to do something to save. And, if we don't work together in 7 years, the whole planet will be destructed and, everything will be gone, and which might be true also. But then when I spoke to her, when, earlier days when I used to speak to her, she was dead against learning about God. Anything about God, she will not be comfortable to discuss. Right. So I asked her a question that time that, if your washing machine in your house is spoiled, it's not working well, what will you do? You'll either call an expert, or if you have to fix it, what will you do? Won't you open a manual just to see what went wrong or what did you do wrong? You will know only when you open a manual. Manual will tell that first switch on the button, then put the clothes, then on the on button. Whatever you did in a wrong sequence or you have been doing in a wrong sequence, you destructed the washing machine. Want to do that? She said, yeah, what you're saying is right. Then I told her that people who are destroying the planet and people who are saving the planet, both are in ignorance right now. Because both don't want to understand how the planet was created with the creator. That they don't want to understand. They don't want to hear from the creator, but they want to do some assessment of, what wrong some people did, and they want to fix it by doing something right. They'll have all this, global warming sessions and all that. So hence Prabhupada wrote in his purports in Srimad Bhagavatam introduction that people who will learn the science of God and understand the greatness of God, his limitedness, unlimitedness, his part, his energies, from Srimad Bhagavatam cannot do anything bad to the planet. And they will also know how to save the planet. Instead of just talking, whimsically about, somebody is doing wrong, somebody is doing right. How can you do right also? I mean, if you don't know what is right, right? So people are stuck in that ignorance, both the places. Somebody is trying to save also, somebody is trying to destruct also. Both are in mode of ignorance. Unless we hear from the authorities, unless we hear from God, nobody can do global warming. Global warming is not the issue. Issue is no God consciousness. That is the issue.
Godlessness.
So godlessness. Yeah, godlessness. And yeah. So sorry, Prabhu, I just remembered that. I thought I'll share.
Very important. Yes. So very important. Yeah. So that's how by discussing Bhagavatam, we should understand that we are very, very better situated now than all the other people around us who are not actually in this process. So first of all, we should feel us very, very fortunate. Second, we should thank Lord Krishna Third, like Brahmaji is telling Krishna, thank you very much, you gave me darshan, but still tell me the process how to do create. And second, you give me blessing also. Once I create, I should not get myself entangled in your Maya. So this is very important. Even after taking darshan of Lord Krishna, Brahmaji himself is still in tension, anxiety, that I may got inside your Maya. So similarly, we devotees, Prabhupada used to say that I cannot fell down in Maya. So once devotee heard Prabhupada bol rahe hain, he cannot fell down in Maya. That means Prabhupada is very much like, उनको घमंड हो गया क्या? What is it? Then they actually, one devotee asked Prabhupada personally, Prabhupada silently, Prabhupada, like you are saying that you cannot fall in Maya, like you are God or what? Like you are so great. आपको घमंड? The Prabhupada said, no, I am telling this because I constantly pray. So that is the secret Prabhupada gave that time. That no matter how sincere we are, we have seen the example of Bharat Maharaj. He was at the level of bhava, but still he got just taken away by a small event. So now we have to understand now, since we are better than those people who are mundane level, but still in bhakti, we have to be very, very cautious. Padam padam yad vidyan, that is there for mundane word. But even in bhakti, it's like walking on a razor blade. So agar aap dhyan se nahi chaloge, to either you will cut your legs or you will fall down. So we have to be very, very sincere, very like better than other mundane people. Mundane people, even if they are doing nonsense, that Krishna will forgive. Krishna has forgiven Jagai and Madai. They were the greatest of materialistic people who were doing all nonsense, all papa. So for Krishna, for Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to give us mercy and to just forgive our pap is very, very easy. Not a big problem. But Krishna doesn't want anybody doing Vaishnava Prad and so many other things. Now in Bhakti, when we come, there's so many other things will come to us. So we have to be very, very sincere that whatever activities we do, we have to be very, very sincere. Like you see the example of Brahmaji. Brahmaji is praying to Lord, please, भैया, मुझे नहीं फंसना, please. ऐसा कुछ दो, blessing. So here Prabhupada is telling Lord has his qualities, form, pastime, everything that a person has. All the description of transcendental nature of personality of Godhead are factual realization by the devotees of Lord, and by the causeless mercy of Lord, they are revealed to his pure devotees and no one else. Yeah, next purport, which is the first part of Chatushloki Gita. It's very important. It's this thing is further explained. So this is called text 33. This is first Chatushloki Gita, Bhagavatam, first Chatushloki Bhagavatam. So we'll request this very important. We all can recite once, maybe few of us. Aham evasam av evagre nanyat yat sat asat param paschat aham yat etachaya yo vashishyeta to sam aham. Anybody want to recite this? This is spoken by Lord and it's known as first Chatushloki Bhagavatam.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, can I recite?
Hare, yes, Prabhu.
Aham evasam evagre nanyat yat asat param paschadaham yadetaccha yo vashishyeta sosmyaham.
Hare Krishna. Very nice. Read the translation. Brahma, it is I, the personality of Godhead, who was existing before the creation, when there was nothing but myself, nor was there the material nature, the cause of this creation. That which you see now is also I, the personality of Godhead, and after annihilation, what remains will also be I, the personality of Godhead. So we'll go back to the 4 questions. I'll read from the book. First question asked by Brahma is, what are the forms of the Lord, both in matter and in transcendence? So Brahma is asking, like Krishna, what are your form when you are in spiritual world, when you come to material world? So here Krishna is answer given by Lord Krishna. That Brahma, it is I, the personality of Godhead, who was existing before the creation, when there was nothing but myself, nor was there the material nature, the cause of this creation. ये material nature था ही नहीं, material world था ही नहीं उस time पे. That which you see now is only I, the personality of God, and after annihilation, what remains will also be I, the personality of God. So मैं ही था पहले भी, मैं ही हूँ आज भी, और मैं ही रहूंगा आगे भी हमेशा. ये सृष्टि तो हमेशा creation और maintenance होती रहेगी. तो इसमें एक बहुत important point है जो हमारे आचार्य समझाते हैं. तो when we say I, Krishna, so So that means Krishna, like Prabhupada telling Prabhupada that we say about king, koi raja hai. So king is never alone. King is with his Paranpalenya. Uske mantri hai, ghoda hai, gaadi hai, mahal hai. So similarly, when Krishna says it was I before the creation, that means creation से पहले भी कृष्णा का लोक भी है. So that means it's Vaikuntha lok or Vaikuntha planets were already there. So they are like Krishna is eternal, Krishna loka is eternal. और जब कृष्णा का लोक है तो वहां पे कृष्णा के अपने बंदे भी हैं. He Krishna got his own people. So they are called Nitya Siddh Parshad of Lord. So that people were there. They are also always there. So we Bhata Jiva, we are soul, we are always there. But we are always there as a Bhata Jiva in the pores of Mahavishnu. With the creation, we all came out, and Krishna make this material world. And Krishna entrusted this task for material world creation to Brahmaji, and Brahmaji give us bodies as per our own desire. And this is a chance given by Krishna that in material world, somehow or other, we do bhakti and do go back to our eternal home, which is Vaikuntha Loka or Krishna Loka. So that is a chance. And if we don't do that, then what happens? Mahavishnu will breathe in again, and again we'll go inside the pores of Mahavishnu for very, very long time. Now you see, 311 trillion celestial years life of Brahma, and Mahavishnu ke ek saans mein thousands of Brahmas are created and destroyed. So that is the so much long, long time in our sense. But if we don't do bhakti, we are there for forever. Taking birth, dying, punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani janare, jatare sharanam. So like that Shankaracharya says. So this is very important that we all should take this time very seriously, that now we are the most fortunate people to be born in the Bharatvarsha, to be came in contact with Krishna devotion service, to be somehow or other connected to Parampara. So at my birth, I never thought in my later part of life I will get such a good opportunity. So now it's my responsibility to take this opportunity very, very seriously. Somehow, anyhow, we are doing something, right? We all are doing some bhakti. Some part we are doing, somebody is sincerely, somebody not doing sincerely. But somehow or other, we all are investing time, money, energy, resources, everything we all are investing. We all are following Lilananda training. Sometimes it's become hectic, sometimes not become hectic. But somehow or other, we are doing something. So my sincere request to me only, and you all can listen, that why don't whatever we do, why don't we do it very, very sincerely? Yeah, Chaitanya Charan Prabhuji example, Prabhuji quote now. So I just remember one incident. That is all because of the mercy of Leela Prabhuji. Chaitanya Charan Prabhuji, a few weeks ago, he came to Shamshabad for one night. And that time, somehow or other, we asked one question. Prabhuji, discipline. Kaise aayega? Discipline kaise aayega? So Chaitanya Charan Prabhuji gave a very, very wonderful explanation. Very short explanation. That he told that don't give. See, we all have a big target to go back home, back to Godhead. We all have big target to follow our Guru properly, sincerely. We all have a big target to do 16 rounds sincerely. We all have a big target to read Bhagavatam. So many big targets are. But what happens eventually for a devotee, common devotee like us? We fail every day. Sola Mala, somehow or other we do. Somehow or other we read Bhagavatam. Somehow or other we attend programs. Somehow or other kar rahe. But Prabhuji told that don't develop your mentality like that. Give small targets and try to win. Teach your mind to win. Don't just let your mind get adopted to lose every time. For example, he explained me example. You have to do 16 rounds very sincerely in one sitting, but you are not able to do. It's okay. But you can give a small target. ठीक है, ये 4 माला मैं करूंगा, and जब तक ये 4 माला खत्म नहीं होगा, पूरी दुनिया मेरे लिए doesn't exist. Whole planet doesn't exist. Whole family doesn't exist. Nothing exists for me. Only me and my 4 माला. So आप माला लेके बैठो और 4 माला तक दुनिया को भूल जाओ. That is small target. 4 नहीं हो रहा तो 2 माला, 2 नहीं हो रहा 1 माला. At least 1 माला I will do very, very sincerely. And like that you give small target and you win. And slowly you teach your mind to win. And like that, when you achieve small target, then you can tell your mind slowly to get big targets, and somehow or other your life will become very, very disciplined. So this is very, very good takeaway for me. at that time when Chaitanya Prabhuji came, he gave his mercy to us. Yeah. So I'll just share with you. So here also we see that Krishna is telling that I was there before the creation, I am there right now, and I will be there always. So that means Krishna was not alone. His Vaikuntha planets were there. His devotees were there. Nitya Siddha devotees who are the associates of Krishna, they all were there. So from this we can understand that Krishna, the destruction and creation, all these things are happening in this material world only. Spiritual world is always there. There is no destruction, no creation. Because for creation, maintenance, and destruction, Sattva-guna, Rajaguna, Tamoguna are required. And spiritual world is beyond the gunas, beyond the time, beyond everything. So that is totally transcendental world, which is beyond everything. And there is only one guna there, Shuddha Sattva. So there, everybody is transcendental. The sand is there transcendental, the dust is there transcendental, and everybody is doing their best to serve Krishna. So I heard in the lecture that garmi hoga to water will become cold to give pleasure to Krishna. Sardi hoga to water will become hot. Sun will reduce his heat like that. Sun is not there, natad bhashate surya, but some other. That is the material spiritual world where everything is there and nothing is dead matter there. Here we see that stones are dead, and so many water itself is dead, but there nothing is dead. Water is alive, stone is alive, everything is alive, and everything is there to serve Krishna. And here in purport, Prabhupada writes one very nice verse: Nityo nityanam chetanas chetanasam eko bahunam yo vidhati kaman. So the creator I and the created I are both accepted in the Vedas as qualitatively one, because both of them are nityas and chetanas. But the singular I is the creator, and the I and the created eyes are the plural number, because there are many eyes like Brahma and those generated by Brahma. So creator I is Krishna, and rest we all are I. So it's very, very nice thing. Yeah. Here next in other features. Yeah, here. Before the creation, there was none except Vasudeva. There was neither Brahma nor Shankara. Only Narayana was there and no one else, neither Brahma nor Ishna. Sripad Shankaracharya also confirms in these comments on the Bhagavad Gita that Narayana, or the personality of Godhead, is transcendental to all creation, but that the whole creation is the product of Avyakta. Therefore, the difference between the created and the creator is always there, although both the creator and created are the same quality. So we understand. I hope now we can understand little bit. Creator, created, eyes. So yeah, it's little technical and complicated, but very easy if we read sincerely. Here also Prabhupada writes in the purport: those transcendental planets are of different nature altogether about the spiritual world. Then the nature is not subjected to the rules and regulations of material creation, maintenance, or annihilation. The existence of the personality of Godhead implies the existence of the Vaikuntha Lokas, as the existence of the king implies the existence of the kingdom. So here Prabhupada gave a nice purport. And next, the sun analogy is there. Impersonalist. The Prabhupada, every purport Prabhupada knows कहाँ पे लोग कंफ्यूज होंगे, impersonalist क्या बोलेंगे, मायावादी क्या बोलेंगे. So Prabhupada very nicely just cut their philosophy through the purports. So last part of this paragraph, the example of sun is very much appropriated in this connection. The sun in the night may not be visible to the eyes of men in the darkness, but the sun is visible wherever it has risen. That the sun is not visible to the eyes of the inhabitants of a particular part of the earth does not mean that sun has no form. So sun has form, but we can't see that. That's our limitation. But sun is always there. Like Prabhupada concludes. And further, yeah, one has to visualize the senses. Here, yeah, somewhere here. I'll read. One has to spiritualize the senses before one can expect to see or perceive the Supreme Lord. So people will say, show me Lord, show me Lord, show me Lord. So we are not qualified. We can't even force somebody to show me sun in the night. Can we do? We can do. We don't have. We can't force somebody. We can't force the sun, you come. I want to see you now. In the night, we can't force. Sun will come as per his own desire. In the morning, he has a time. He will come. And in the evening, he will set. So we can't do. So how can we force Lord to see? Can't do. So in the beginning, Krishna only tell that with bhakti we can see. Similarly, the Lord is not impersonal, is about which is always nitya kuhukam. The example of the sun within the pot and the sky outside the pot may be helpful to a student for his realization of all pervading quality of the cosmic connection of the absolute truth. But that does not mean that the individual part and parcel of the Lord become the supreme by the false slave. It means only that the conditioned soul is a victim of the illusionary energy in her last snare. To claim to be one with the cosmic consciousness of the Lord is the last trap set by the illusionary energy of Devi Maya. So Devi Maya will say, we are Lord, like that. Krishna's energy will delude us. Last part of this purport. Yeah. The demigod like Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, Indra, Chandra, Varuna, and undoubtedly different forms of the Lord for execution of different functions, the different elemental integrations of material creation, as well as the multifarious energies, also may be of the same personality of Godhead, but the root of all of them is the supreme personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. One should be attached to the root for everything rather than bewildered by the branches and leaf. That is the instruction given in this verse. So Prabhupada basically gave in a nutshell that we all should be attached to roots, and which there is no need to worship different demigods, and because Krishna is the root for everything, and from Krishna only it came, because Krishna was there before, Krishna is there after, Krishna is there always. Yeah. Second part of Chatushloki Gita, second Bhagavatam, second chapter. So, Vite artham yat pratiyeta na pratiyeta chatmani tad vidyad atmano mayam yatha bhaso yatha tamaha. Yes. So second question, if somebody remember, I'll read for you all. Second question was, how are the different energies of the Lord working? So first question was, what is the forms of Lord in both matter and transcendental? So Krishna answered that I was there before, I was there, I'm there right now, I will be there in future. And Prabhupada explained that Krishna I means that he and his Vaikuntha Loka, his planets, his devotees, his Nityasiddha Bhaktas, everybody is there. Second question is there, how are different energies of Lord working? So yeah, so this question, actually two different understandings are there for this question. So what is there? One is about Mahamaya, which is connected to material world. Second thing is about Yogamaya, which is connected to spiritual world. So even in material world, if somebody is Nityasid Bhakta, they are not under Mahamaya, they are under Yogamaya. So Mahamaya, yeah, we'll discuss. Yeah. First, we'll read the translation. O Brahma, whatever appears to be of any value, if it is without relation to me, has no reality. Knowing it to be my illusion, that reflection which appears to be in darkness. So pratiyata na pratiyata. So the job of Maya Shakti is to pratiyata means appear, make something appear. ना पतियता means to disappear. तो किसी चीज को appear करेगी, कभी disappear करेगी, कभी appear करेगी, कभी disappear करेगी. So further, I heard in Vidyapit lectures that Mahamaya got three ways which Mahamaya works. First, we will discuss about material world, Mahamaya, where we all are under that. So Mahamaya give three tasks. First is Pradhan, second is Avidya, third is Vidya. So Pradhan means it will give whatever devotee, whatever the Badajiva desired. Mahamaya will create facilities. ले लो. But होगा क्या उससे? It will create avidya. Illusion create करेगी. Illusion means जो नहीं है, ऐसी चीजें दिखेंगी हमें, ऐसी चीजें feel होंगी. And बाद में we will become frustrated and somehow there we will go to, will hanker to get elevated. मुक्ति चाहिए, यहाँ तो बहुत हो गया. But that all things are under Mahamaya till we come to the level of bhakti. That pure bhakti will come to that level. That is only under Yogamaya. So यहाँ पे there is a transition phase between Mahamaya and Yogamaya. जब तक we are not at the level of pure bhakti, we are under Mahamaya. As soon as we transgress that level of mundane level and come to the level of Shuddha Sattva, that is under Yogamaya. So Yogamaya versus Mahamaya. And Yogamaya, what Yogamaya will do? She will facilitate whatever Krishna desires. Krishna desire, facilitate करेंगे. जैसे for example, there are so many examples there. Yeah. One example which I remember right now is when in Damodar Leela, when Yashoda Maya wants to tie the rope around the belly of Lord Krishna. So Yashoda Maya being pure devotee, all her activities are under Yoga Maya. Nothing is under Mahamaya. So in Damodar Leela, that time she want to bond the Krishna, but every time she attached the rope becomes shorter. Every time attach the rope, so rope got pratiyata, na pratiyata. Rope disappear हो रहे. So Yoga Maya is disappearing the rope. So Krishna doesn't want to bind. So Yoga Maya immediately understand the heart of Krishna and disappear. The rope becomes shorter, shorter, shorter every time. No matter how much she struggle, rope becomes shorter. Till the point Krishna desire, okay, now I want to bind. Then rope was sufficient and Krishna could be bind. So this is the job of Yoga Maya. But in material world, we want, we are under Mahamaya. So Mahamaya will pradhan. We want to become very big person, banja, but still frustrated. We become to become this banja, but frustrated. So Krishna is fulfilling all our desires in such a way that ultimately it will lead us to frustration if we have any desire other than Krishna. So any desire other than Krishna, Mahamaya. Any desire in pure devotion services, Yogamaya. One more example, it is said about the beauty of Vrindavan, Brajvasis. When Mother Yashoda saw the whole cosmos in the mouth of Lord Krishna, so that time she was shocked. कि क्या हो रहा है? मेरे बेटे के मुंह में क्या है? But as soon as that pastime finished, again that Krishna became son for her own loving son, and she was scolding her, she was chastising, and she never thought, yeah, he is God now. No, he is my son only. Kuch galti hua, and she even prayed to Lord to protect my son. She prayed to Lord Narayan to protect Krishna. So that was Vrindavan mood. But same thing we see in Bhagavad Gita in Kurukshetra war, when Bhagavad Gita was spoken. So Arjuna requested Krishna in 10th chapter that please show me your Virat Rupa. And Krishna shows the Virat Rupa. Krishna gave Divya Chakshu to Arjuna and Krishna shows the Virat Rupa. Krishna shows his great cosmic manifestation to Arjuna. And what Arjuna was saying? I can't see it, just remove this. I can't see it, I can't take it. And after that, Arjuna says that please forgive me, Krishna. Till now I treat you as my friend, as my Sakha. I did so much offense against you, and you are such a great person like that. Arjuna, although Arjuna was
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, not able to hear. Maybe that is the case for everyone. I think since Prabhuji is back now. Hare Krishna. Lovish Prabhu.
Sorry, Prabhuji, I think my iPad got hanged today. Totally. Yeah. Hare Krishna.
I was thinking it is only for mine. Okay, Prabhu. Thank you.
Yes.
I was also thinking it's only mine that got hung up. Just thinking to start it on cell phone and see what's going on. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Now it's now. So I just log in my phone. So here I cannot share my screen now. Anyways, but you, somebody can share like 34th verse. Somebody can share. Canto 2, chapter 9. So till where we all heard? Hey Krishna.
Everybody has right to share, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Only 34, Prabhu?
Yeah, 34. So you want to finish now? Because now it's already 9 o'clock. What do you say? We can take few questions and finish because it's already too late. Because if we continue now this Chatushlok, it will go another 1 hour now.
Yes, Prabhu. I think that's better, Prabhu.
That's better now.
Yeah.
So we can take 1 or 2 questions now, whatever we discuss, and we can continue next week, right, Prabhuji?
Yes, Chatushlok, you should continue next.
Yeah,
Just four shloka itself will be a big, nice session.
Yeah, it's a very, very heavy topic, detailed. Yeah. So anybody wants to ask any questions till whatever we covered, and we can continue further next week. So it's very technical, deep topic today. Hey Krishna, Santosh Prabhu, Akinchan Prabhu, Satyadev Prabhu. I can see all. Ram Reddy Prabhu, Haribol. Prabhuji, tell something for my. Any comments, please? What we learned today, what we discussed today.
No, excellent, Prabhuji. Excellent. I mean, when you said that, first, at least to take this opportunity, we have to read through all those things, and while reading all those things, we realize so many things. So that point is really struck me. So at least it makes me think that okay, I should make it as a discipline to read all these purports, and then at least it'll help me, to say something.
मेरे को ये समझ आया प्रभु जी, even if I give 5 minutes, I should be very, very sincere. That 5 minutes should be very sincere. First thing. Second thing, whatever instructions are coming from my authorities in senior thing, so we should try our best to follow to the best of our capacity. We might not be able to follow everything properly, but whatever we follow, we can follow properly, and we can always tell them, yeah, this is not happening in my case because I got such and such things. I'm not able to follow the instruction. And we can always discuss with them. Now we are very easy now, like Prabhuji, Lilananda Prabhuji is available, and our devotees are. We can always discuss, and we should never keep silent. First thing, whatever we hear from our authorities, we should be very sincere in hearing. We should take it very, very serious, every small instruction. And later, when we try, when we struggle to follow and we fail, that's perfectly okay. But we should always discuss, yeah, this for me, and we get, and it's very, very customized. Bhakti is very, very customized. So we can, and it will become customized when we open our heart to our authorities. So it's very important we should open our heart. Like Lilananda Prabhuji always says that I used to bang my gurus, shiksha gurus. भाई मुझे ये नहीं समझ आ रहा, मुझे ये करना है. I should ask, we should ask. So that thing I am lagging. I'm not opening up or discussing, but this time Praveen Prabhu told me आपको करना है. I said no, मेरे पास time नहीं है, मेरे से नहीं होगा. Then he told no, there's no option. You have to do. We put your name. We'll see next time. So somehow or other I tried. अब करना है तो we have to lead because this is totally new topic for me. So I struggle, and Krishna helps when I try to read, try to understand, and so many things came up, so many things understand. And my wife also helped. She already read all these things. She also helped. She shared some lecture, and some other time also came. I don't know how. Out of my busy, I could get time also. So Krishna helped. So when we are sincere, Krishna helped. So this is my takeaway after 10 years in bhakti. I think I need to be more and more sincere. And one thing is there, Krishna is unlimited. and I don't know even a small drop about Krishna, not even half of the drop, 1 billionth of the drop. Krishna is unlimited. After reading this, I understand. And whatever is given now in my possession, whatever I'm able to do, it's totally Guru mercy. Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim yat kripatam ham vande Shri Guru Tintaranam. So this is very important. By reading the scripture, by sincerely following, we are being humbled. I always heard this in lecture. I never experienced this. This first time in my life. Yeah, Hare Krishna. Thank you, Ilan Prabhuji, Praveen Prabhuji, for doing this service. And I will try. I will do further also. No problem. I will do somehow other. I will do. Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Lovish,
If
Prabhu.
you give me chance, I will do. Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Sachadev Prabhu, that's the reason why I just join our Bhagavatam classes every Tuesday, Thursday.
Yeah, I see all of you are very, very sincere. I am learning now.
So, Prabhu, this Thursday we are going to have
preparation needed, and have to figure out which slokas are important, which ones we have to read more. And I still, I have not a lot of things I also don't know. So thank you very much for taking the class and really explaining a lot of things. And sincerity is something you really emphasized, which I need a lot of it. So please pray that I am also very sincere in my endeavor.
At least you have band well. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Prabhuji
Thank you,
said this Thursday we are going to have Gaurang Darshan Das Prabhu coming and helping us with the Bhagavatam session for our reading sessions, for the Telugu reading sessions, Prabhu. See if you can join 19th evening, 7:30 to 9:30, basically. Yeah.
Oh,
7:30 to 9. Yes,
yeah,
Prabhu.
thank you so much.
Yeah, he'll be doing 10th
Prabhu.
canto. He'll be doing one session from 10th canto.
Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol.
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. Dandotram, Prabhuji.
Prabhu.
Prabhuji, sorry to interrupt. Prabhuji, this 2.5, who took Prabhu class? I still don't have the recording of that.
Prabhu, I have to Prabhu. Sri Gopal Prabhu has recorded. And he said like he will share it to you in that group chat as well.
Okay.
I have taken.
Yeah.
Sri Gopal Prabhu has it. Yeah. He will share it.
Okay. Sure.
I think he forgot to share.
And Prabhu, next Ekadashi is when? This week Ekadashi is then, na?
Yeah, in the middle of the week, Ekadashi, Prabhu, your class.
18th is Ekadashi.
18th.
Okay.
Probably that's the best to do Chatur Shloka.
So if you are perfect, I'll do it. So which day is coming?
18th, Prabhu, Wednesday.
18th, Wednesday. Okay, Wednesday. And what? Which one I have to take, Prabhu, now?
Chatur Shloka, Bhagavatam Chatur Shloka.
Bhagavatam Chatur Shloka. Okay, brother. Yeah, today we could not finish. Sorry, I was taking care of my father. I didn't attend the last 20 minutes. So Prabhuji didn't take the Chatur Shloka?
He just stopped before Chatur Shloka.
Only first shloka.
Did you stop, Prabhu? Lovish, Prabhu?
First shloka he did.
First shloka we did. Second, third, fourth.
Okay. First of Chatur Shloka. Okay, Prabhuji, I think you can continue Chatur Shloka and finish the chapter, Prabhu.
No, just take the 4 shlokas as one session, Prabhu. That will be good.
Lilananda, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
And after that, how many shlokas are there? After the Chatur Shloka?
Very few. And they are not very, very deep. We can finish the chapter also. No problem.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure, Prabhu. Yeah. Thank you. Prabhuji, if you don't mind, can you send me the verse numbers? Just for my remembrance, I'll quickly work on it.
2.9.33.
Can you hear me?
I'll send it to you, Prabhu. Lilananda Prabhu will send it.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhu. Yeah. Dandavat Prabhu.
33 onwards.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Thank you, Lovish Prabhu.
विश्व के पास हिंदू पतिता नाम पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय
Lovish Prabhu ki jai.
Jai.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat. Thank you very much.